Hi, Dr. Mike. Just a short comment from my side on your recent story.
So I just did another one of these Jubilee surrounded type debates, and I keep seeing comments like this pop up every now and then, and I'm just confused. I don't quite get it because we have a president, CDC director, secretary of HHS that are all anti-vaccine. So the conspiracy theories are now mainstream. And I think it's our duty as doctors to fact check that misinformation. And when there's people who fall victim to it, like the majority of people who were part of my Jubilee discussion, I think we need to be there and have that discussion with them. And for the world to see, the era of just burying our heads in the sand and hoping that this will pass needs to end. We need to be more proactive, and I'm trying to do it. It's tough. I don't say that I do it perfectly, and I probably learn a lot from doing these episodes that I wouldn't have learned about had I not done them.
I watched the Jubilee episode with you, and I have to say, debates like this really matter. Not everyone, of course, agrees with how these formats handle evidence-based information, and honestly, I do understand why. These conversations are fast, emotional, and you can pause really to fact check or even unpack the misinformation in real time. So the format itself is simply not designed for that. But we still need these conversations, and how we structure these kind of conversations is still part that we all are trying to figure out. Speaking from the scientific side, watching this took a lot of strength and a lot of patience from me. I paused multiple times because I genuinely could not believe what kind of misinformation these poor people had been fed, and it's very frustrating because we know that diseases are very complex. There's no one fits for all. We can't explain every mechanism in one go, and certainly we cannot find a cure in one day. So it takes a lot of years or even sometimes decades of experiments, validation, careful data, and collaboration to understand actually what's happening in the human body, and in that particular case that I'm talking about, how type 2 diabetes develops. That is why I believe having a scientist in the room might have helped the discussion. Explaining how the research actually works might have even shifted the conversation. But to be honest, what I've seen, many people were already too deep into this rabbit hole, and convincing them otherwise becomes incredibly challenging. If the narrative of the people starts already with that scientist or that doctor or even that big pharma is corrupt, what tools do we even have left to reach them? That's the debate we all need to join forces on. We need a better strategy to rebuild trust. But what you did was brave. Stepping into that space, facing people who are deeply convinced by misinformation, and doing that in a very calm way, that deserves the uttermost real respect. You're not alone in this. There's so many voices out there fighting alongside you. At the end, we all want the same thing: to make the world a better place with better conversations, better science communication, and of course better outcome for the public.